Hey, Pooch. Pooch, what you doing? All right, let's get part 2 of this delve through the rock pile. My name's Mark. This is Camp Lapidary. Let's begin. Watch out for those spiders. I think this is called rainforest jasper. I'm not positive where it comes from. Maybe Africa. Maybe South America, I don't know. It's interesting, but honestly I haven't hardly made anything out of it because it has so many pits, and it's just, this piece is not lapidary grade. This is called Moroccan ghost agate. From Morocco, at least that's where the trusted seller I bought it from said it was Moroccan ghost agate. Kind of cool. It's really nice agate, pale and gray, and a little hint of color in there. Pretty cool. Okay, so this is Willow Creek jasper. And this is one of the fine porcelain jaspers of America, Willow Creek. Comes in a lot of different varieties. This one is yellow and gray kind of color. Very nice material. Porcelain, premium porcelain American jasper. Now, I think this is either dead camel or dead ringer, which is a Nevada jasper. Kind of cool. From about the same area as the Dead Camel Mountains or something like that. Right, here is Appetite. And not expensive, but this particular grade has a lot of fractures in it, and I really don't like to cut it because I feel like it's not very sturdy material. But it sure is interesting, and I'm glad, you know, you have to try things out, or you don't know, or you find a channel like this if someone's going to tell you about it. So Appetite. I mean, yeah, you can make cabs out of it, but should you? Ouch. I just cut my hand on that. This is serpentine, self-collected serpentine from California. From Paradise, California, where they had the terrible wildfires a couple years ago. I went there and picked this up off the ground. Nice material. Not the most popular lapidary material, but it has its purposes. Blood! This is Owyhee jasper. I think it's from Idaho. Owyhee. Nice. I don't know that it's considered one of the porcelain jaspers, though it is a very hard American jasper. Australian dendritic opal. They sell this in Quartzsite, Arizona when the Australian comes. When the Australians come to Quartzsite, Arizona, they sell this material. It's not terribly expensive, might be $3 or $6 a pound, but it can be very nice. Can be kind of difficult, a little bit difficult to cut. Brittle. It's an opal, so it's a little bit brittle. Alright, this Feather Ridge agate. This commercially mined agate, along with the Linda Marie, same miner. Feather Ridge agate. Very nice agate. Some more picture jasper. Could be Wild Horse. Could be Sucker Creek. I don't know. Picture jasper. It's picture jasper. This is like a bird's eye rhyolite, or some kind of orbicular rhyolite. I forget the particular name of it, if it had a particular name. Kind of a cool rhyolite. This is Lucin Variscite from Utah in matrix. That the white is the matrix and the green is the Variscite. From right here in Utah, self-collected. Not terribly expensive material, not terribly high quality. The real high quality is, you know, like a solid green color. Maybe it's a beautiful spider web or something. But yeah, it's all right. This is a mucaite with dendrites in it. Kind of a cool mucaite. I've cut several cabs with these dendrites. They kind of look like palm trees. And if you can get a palm tree in a cab, it's a guaranteed seller. So this is a good piece of mucaite right here. Unlike that lilac mucaite that I showed you in the previous video. This is a multicolored fluorite. I don't know exactly where it comes from. Mexico, maybe South America, I don't know. But I bought this thinking I could make cabs out of it. Not hugely expensive, but I have virtually made no money out of it because it's calcite, it's fractured up. Honestly, I couldn't make a cab and then ship it out and have someone make jewelry out of it without worrying about it breaking. So because I can't do those things, I don't make cabs out of it. It's just a pretty rock. Widow. Alright, here's some man-made materials. I guess I should be careful with it since I've already cut myself. But this is called goldstone, and it's a kind of glass. Now I want to say it comes from Italy or something like that. But it's glass with sparkles in it. It's cool. Not terribly expensive either. Blue goldstone. Now this is also goldstone. This is, I think, the traditional color for goldstone, and that's why they call it goldstone. Kind of a copper colored or goldstone. It's just glass. And this is the other color that I've seen it come in. Green goldstone. Make cabs out of it? Yeah, they sell. I just like the pattern on that picture jasper. That's just a nice one. Botswana agate. Now, Botswana agates are not terribly expensive, but when you go there to Quartzsite in Arizona in January, I think they're like $5 a pound, but it's random pull. So you just tell them, well, I want 10 pounds of Botswana, and you don't get to pick them. So sometimes you get really good ones. Sometimes they're not so good. Some poppy jasper. Probably Morgan Hill. Generally, that's where most of my poppy jaspers are from. I am a sucker for jasper, and I love poppy jasper. That's a cutter. Really is. Little piece, but potentially there's quite a bit of dollars inside there. Just a little window on that picture jasper. Who knows where it's from? Wild horse? I don't know. This one I consider to be a little bit rare because I hardly ever see it for sale. It's not a big seller. I haven't sold a lot of this material, cabs from this chunk of rock. But this is called lattice agate. And it has a lattice to it. I don't know how else to explain it. You know, is that saginite? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Lattice agate. No idea where it comes from. Picture jasper. Picture jasper. Alright, so there's a piece of fossil palm. A nice piece. I kind of forgot I had this. Now when I see palm like this, I think Louisiana or Texas. But honestly, I'm just making a statement. I don't really know. Another piece. Actually, that might be part of the same chunk. Alright, this is Picasso marble from Utah. Supposedly you can go collect this stuff. There's an entire mountain of it somewhere. At least that's the way I've heard it put. Can be very nice. Can be very profitable. Some more Feather Ridge agate. Alright, there's a big piece of wood I bought a while back. Now, I believe this was, I bought this as Tuascora or Tuscora fossil wood from Nevada. And it's got a lot of fractures, a lot of issues in it. So I cut some slices off it, but I can't say that I've really made very much with this. There might be some good pieces in there, but really you're going to have to, you know, you're not going to get big pieces because of all the flaws in the material. So, another pretty rock. All right. This is Nellite. I believe it comes from Africa, and it's kind of similar to petersite in some way. Don't ask me how, but it's like the poor man's petersite, Nellite. Not terribly popular, even though it has a chatoyance or a flash to it, like Tiger Eye. Just doesn't sell quite as good. Spiders in my water. A little chunk of Willow Creek jasper. I do like Willow Creek. A premium porcelain jasper. This is another piece of yellow feather jasper. This one might be a little bit better than that big one as far as the pattern goes, but I haven't cut it yet. Well, I picked this up, I don't know, I'm not sure what that is. It's not ringing any bells. Alright, here's some fun, beautiful, interesting jasper. I love this material. Snakeskin jasper from Australia. Not terribly expensive and a great seller. What an amazing amazing purchases. I've never gone wrong making snakeskin jasper caps. that's some kind of a Persian agate. Pretty cool looking though. A little window right there, be some kind of a wonderstone. Could be a Norina jasper, looking at the exterior. So, Norina jasper from Australia. Just a little piece here. Not the easiest material to cut. It can be fabulous, but it can be frustrating. Another piece of probably Morgan Hill. I need to put these on the saw. These little nuggets need to earn me some money. Beautiful, beautiful. Feather Ridge agate. Indian blanket jasper from Utah. Looks quite a bit different from that other piece I showed you the other day in the previous video. It has quite a few different looks to it. This piece has been done very well for me. Made and sold quite a few off of this one. This is some kind of expensive Mexican plume agate. I haven't done anything with it. This is one of those rocks where you're like, why did I buy that? That was really expensive. I mean, it's really nice, but for what I paid for it, it's pretty small. This is chevron amethyst, I think they call it. Wasn't terribly expensive, but has been practically useless for cab making. It's too fractured, but you got to try these things or you'll never know. Australian dendritic opal, kind of a bigger piece. It can be good, can be frustrating. Fossil coral. I believe this mostly comes from Indonesia. I got a good price on a fairly large chunk of this, and I've done very, very well with it. No complaints at all. Not the hardest material in the world, but it takes a pretty good polish, and it doesn't take forever to get there either. Alright. This is kind of a low-grade Luna agate. Luna agate can be very nice, can be very expensive. I bought a fairly good-sized rock of it and sliced it up, hoping to get something good out of it. And I made my money back, but I haven't done extremely well. It just doesn't have a lot of color. The pattern isn't the most awesome. So, there were some good spots, but for the most part I didn't do that well. But you never know. All right, so the first video I did of the Rockpile is doing quite well on YouTube, at least for my standards it is. So this will be the second video, and if it continues to get the likes and the views, then I'll keep making them. But for now, this is Mark, this is Camp Lapidary, and we're signing out. Thanks for watching.